Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Game Bytes Show. I'm your host, Jared Redidad. I'm joined today by Jeremy Lawman Lamont.
Hey, you guys. How's it going?
See, I told you I was joined by him. That's not a pre-recording or anything.
We're live, I promise. It's the current time and date right now.
Yes. The date that you are looking at on your computer, little clock down in the taskbar, assuming you're watching on a PC. We are going to play a game that we've talked a lot about, that we've felt a lot about, but honestly we haven't played hardly any of.
That's true.
I don't know
Weirdly.
I don't know why. I love this game, and I've barely touched it. Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. Yeah, the long in the tooth prequel to the Homeworld series.
Yep, that's true, which is one of our, I guess between the two of us, probably one of our favorite RTS games of all time.
We have in fact streamed it twice on this channel in the past year. And I'm wearing a Homeworld shirt today, literally by coincidence. I did not plan that. I know, meta.
Weird. I'm kind of jealous of that shirt. I don't have one like that.
I got this at the Gearbox Community Day, like in 2010 or 11 or something, the year they announced the remastering of the Homeworld series. I bought it. I went to the Community Day and I bought it, and it was great. Yeah, we're going to play...
you are uniquely qualified for this.
I feel like I am literally the best person, other than having the talent to actually do this. So we're going to play this game. We're going to play a skirmish, and I have not done this before, so we're going to make it happen. So this game is set before the events of the original Homeworld. In fact, the intro video that used to be so popular with games, which is sort of a lost art. But anyway, the intro video in Homeworld alludes to the storyline of this game. So the mysterious artifact discussed during that introduction for Homeworld is our quest in this game. But we're not going to play a story. We're just going to play a skirmish because, I don't know. I don't want to spoil things for people. The Homeworld series is best done as a story game, I think, honestly. And the story lining up so far from what I've played from Homeworld Deserts of Kharak is lining up quite nicely to be very good for RTS games as far as they go. So.
I like the different sets of... So as you mouse over the different factions there, I like all the different types of units that you've got. Yeah,
so this is a great headshot, or aerial shot, so to speak. Literally, so to speak, of the different factions. So this is the faction you play as in the main campaign. At least so far, this is all I've played, is the Coalition. So this is your mothership, so to speak, and you've got your larger cruisers, kind of your frigates and your fighters, airplanes. These are all land-based vehicles, except for these fighter plane-looking things.
And roughly analogous to the types of units, if you're familiar with the Homeworld game, they have kind of the different classes, the different sizes.
Very similar. This little dune buggy guy is like your fighters. You get some larger Corvette type stuff. You get your freighters. This guy can repair, stuff like that. Real similar in style, which actually works really well in this game. They've done a really good job. We'll see some of that later. So these other factions I don't know very much of because I haven't been introduced to them too closely. But there are different, let's just assume different factions you encounter in the story, and they're all unique-ish looking, but, they're going to mostly work the same. So you got your different different craft. These guys, I guess, hover, which is pretty rad. And these guys super hover, which is like hovering, but a little bit higher. So we're going to go all out, and... we're going to pick this one because this one looks really cool. And we're going to start as a skirmish here. We'll add some AI.
So most of the time in Homeworld, and I know that in the remastered version of Homeworld, you can actually pit the different factions from different games against each other. But I think for the most part, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it typically is just more or less a reskin version of the same units. The units are all analogous to one another across factions, and I don't know if that carries over here as far as we know.
Pretty much. You've got your interceptors, you've got your bombers, you've got your light corvette, heavy corvette. They're all mostly the same. You did run into a little bit of differences between Homeworld 1 and Homeworld 2, where they kind of actually shook the formula up a little bit. But for the most part, they're pretty similar. I don't know what fleet customization is, but we're not going to find out in this video. We're just going to go ahead and start this.
We're going to do it.
Yeah. So we're going to load. So this game nails the sound. You know, one of the things I remember most distinctly about the Homeworld games from before they were remastered, and I got a chance to really dig into them and replay them, was the sound, right? So the music was just amazing. The sort of the barks, you know, that RTS, you tell a unit to go do something and it like responds in a positive manner to tell you, you know, kind of what it's doing, if it was successful or not. Wow, it's night apparently.
Support ready.
Base runner. Production cruiser. Base runner. Are these bad guys?
Command link recognized.
Possibly.
What are these guys? Salvage.
Area ready. Salvager
We're gonna
ready
go
for
capture
salvage.
them. So very similar to the Homeworld games. You see, you've got your stuff up here. We do need to build stuff. And
So something about this game is that it was not made by anybody, I think, who was involved with the original Homeworld, nor was it involved with Gearbox themselves, who did the remastered version, I believe. So I'm wondering if you feel like the UI melds or is comparable to the original games. I noticed all the little unit markers are pretty comparable.
Support ready.
I see the bottom left-hand corner, I think, is sort of a little bit like Homeworld 2. You do have the zoom out, the zoom in thing that carries over from Homeworld.
Yeah, it actually works very similar to the Homeworld games. The UI is almost to the point where, like, you get this sort of side menu for each craft. You get this sort of upgrade. So let's upgrade sand skimmers.
We have hostiles on sensors.
Ooh, hostiles on sensors. You got sensors, so this is like your visible range. One thing that is a little bit unique is terrain. So you can see, if you have ever looked at a map, like a geological map, you can see this terrain. It's lighter as you are higher up, darker as you get further down. And terrain plays a big role in this game in a lot of interesting ways. So not just like the StarCraft 2 StarCraft style of map where you have different tiers and you have very predictable ramp sort of heights. Terrain flows very naturally in this game.
Engaging hostiles.
We're gonna lose this game horribly. Look at all these bad guys they've managed. Basic vehicle construction.
We have located an artifact. Enemy forces have retrieved
So,
an artifact.
yeah, so-
Enemy forces have begun extraction of an artifact.
There we go. Here's some sand skimmers. Yeah, we're making some now. Now we're cooking with fire. Okay, so the terrain plays a big role in terms of line of sight and sort of maneuverability. That wasn't really a factor in the original Homeworld. Now, of course, Homeworld had the sort of 3D aspect to it where you could be above or below, which you don't really get too much here, but you do have a lot of terrain, which I think plays a significant enough role that it does a good job to kind of make up for that lack. So it's
Well,
really
and
cool.
the thing about original Homeworld is that even though there was 3D space, I mean, you didn't really have, for the most part, obstruction. I mean, it was mostly you had more space to maneuver in or to move around in. Most of the time, it probably didn't play much of a factor unless you would kind of maneuver your units or maneuver your capital ships to, shield other units or bring people in from an unexpected angle or something like that. Here you actually have things to create choke points and, elevation advantages and line of sight kinds of situations, which really weren't a factor.
Right, for sure. So we need to continue to I don't know what we need to do. We need to do something here in a serious manner.
Salvager lost.
Salvager lost. That's probably bad.
Captain here. Base runner taking hostile fire.
We need to find a spice blow.
We need a lot. Yes, kind of right. We need to summon the sandworm.
So I'm kind of, yeah, I'm making an allusion there to one of the seminal RTS games, Doom 2.
Reverend forces are attacking the
And
control
it definitely has that kind of vibe. That was another one of my favorite series. Emperor Battle for Dune, I think, was the last one that you know, really got anywhere, and it was really good. And this seems a little bit like that. Are there any advantages to being on rock versus sand versus? I mean, is there any?
Not that I've noticed. I haven't seen any giant worms hop out, but you know, if you have units up here, having a height advantage is significant.
Operators in sector.
As far as I can tell. Now, I am no expert at this game, so my AI friendly up here is like cranking up armor. I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know where I am anymore. Let's see.
Sand skimmer construction complete.
Yeah. Where's my salvagers? Get all these salvagers. I need you collecting right now.
Moving to position and charge array.
Salvager online.
Nice. Base runner advancing. Strike ready.
And then I presume here we also have, not to distract you too much, but I'm assuming we also have things like research trees, right?
Yes. So I don't know how to set that up, but we're gonna get in here. Oh man, let's engage.
Flank target. Relay command.
Guns before butter, as they say. You gotta get those guys.
We got this. We got this. By we got this, I think we're dying.
Enemy armor detected.
Yeah, so movement's very fluid, just like you kind of expected from the... Oh, that's not good. We're going to retreat. So that armor is going to eat us up, as you can expect. Different units, rock, paper, scissors style, kind of excel at different things. I really need...
I like the swirling around like the dogs fighting, where they sort of like move around themselves.
Yeah, so movement remains really big here.
Awaiting combat assignment. Ready. Acknowledge.
Fleet capacity exceeded.
Fleet capacity exceeded? You wimps.
Awaiting orders.
I feel like we're losing really bad.
I don't know if you've got a full fleet.
No, we're losing whatever these points are.
Oh.
We have located an artifact.
We've located an artifact though, so that seems alright.
Complete.
That's good. Can it kill things? So that's kind of what we need.
Is this artifact sentient and capable of murdering our opponents?
Sand skimmer under attack.
Do some research on that. There's gotta be a research tree item just for that.
Alright, power reserve, armor level. I kind of want this other stuff.
Sand skimmer lost. Allied vessel under fire.
Enemy forces have retrieved an artifact. Artifact identified.
Combat alert.
Well, we've died.
Lost. Strike status
Consultant
positive.
1 appointed.
Strike
Well,
systems online. Traversing on target.
Seems alright. Yeah, we killed that guy. He knows what's up. So
Hostile
I'm
railgun detected.
hostile railgun detected. That sounds terrible.
Position. Observe. Executing attack.
So I believe railguns are good against armor. We don't have armor, so we're gonna attack
Enemy armor detected.
with our 3 units. What could possibly go wrong?
Sand skimmer destroyed.
By that I mean we're like down a third of our units. Okay,
Carrier receiving.
here we go. Missile ship. I like missiles. We're doing missiles.
Cruiser verifies. Advance.
We're gonna lose our cruiser because we can.
Sand skimmer taking enemy fire.
What? Oh, we're like at their base. We should leave. Oh, we've died.
Power out.
Here we go. Here we go. Here he comes. Run! Run! Now we'll get over this hill and we'll be safe. Yeah, we're safe. See? See? See how that works? Terrain.
Friendly unit engaging hostiles.
Alright. I feel like we're pretty much the best at this game. So that's good news.
Ground confirms.
So I'd like you to, if you can, when you have like a dune buggy chase going on, I'd like you to yell, "Witness me!"
I'm just trying to get these guys to harvest resources.
Available for production.
Carrier received.
Okay.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. Let's build missile ships.
Have extracted an artifact.
Systems go.
Production cruiser. I don't want a production cruiser. I want missile ships. We talked about this, mothership. Wait, I can launch missiles? Let's launch missiles. What could possibly go wrong?
Launch them all.
Yes, let's watch this. Oh my, what is happening to the mothership? Here we go. Now we're bringing guns to bear. Oh, we got another missile ship on. I feel like we've made a horrible mistake.
You know, I think anybody could have made that same mistake.
Enemy forces have retrieved an artifact.
We have retrieved an artifact. Oh, the enemy did.
You.
Missile ship online.
Ready for strike. Sound skimmer advancing. Over here.
Yeah, that's good. Keep targeting. Let's look. Here we go. Here we go.
Enemy railgun within sensor range.
Follow them along.
Tracking new targets on approach to hill.
All right.
Armor taking hostile fire.
Armor taking hostile fire.
Railgun destroyed.
Oh, our missile ship's shooting down like airplanes. That's pretty good.
In order to prevail, we must secure another artifact.
I think we just missed with our... Oh, there goes the missiles. Watch the death. Oh, yeah. Look at all that. Mayhem.
Standing by. Observed. Executing attack. Sensor advanced. Carrier ready.
Let's cause more mayhem. Yes, more missiles. Oh, we lost.
You know what they say? If mayhem isn't working, you're not using enough mayhem.
That's kind of my thought. So let's review how we actually won this battle. The system was just rigged. So please observe that our mothership is cool and hovers. Clear winners. Clear winners. Missile in
Extra
flight.
points for style.
Missile in flight. Look at that missile. That is a nice missile. Look. Look.
It almost hit something.
Indeed.
All
All
right.
right.
That's how war works too. If the war is declared over while you've got ammunition in the air, it just stays there.
It's all good, right? It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we were the clutch. Let's just move on.
You know, as usual though, in Game Bytes show style, as we do, we at least learn something with every failure. So we're gonna try it again,
That's
but
right.
do better this time.
That's right. Let's see if we can find one in like not nighttime. I don't know. Teams unbalanced. Well, let's add some AI. Let's make sure I've got team 1 because I need someone to carry me. Is this the same map I just did? Dune Sea. The Shallows. Tidan. Well, I
They kind
recognize
of
that
have
name.
those same evocative names, like from Homeworld the First.
That's right.
Just the names of the different stages that seem very poetic or, you know, weighty and portentous.
They add extra eyes and it makes it seem all like serious and cool. We're gonna crank one more out here. You know, we're kind of playing around. This game actually is pretty cool. I have played, I want to say 3 or 4 of the main storyline missions so far. So I don't know how many there are. If I recall, the original Homeworld was pretty lengthy. Why is it nighttime again? Good grief! You'd think there's no daylight.
All ships. Multiple artifact signals have been detected within target range.
Carrier here. Runner copies. Go for carrier.
Logistics module. Deploy logistics module? Yeah, let's do that.
Capacity deployable.
Whoa, it just shot it! That doesn't make sense at all. but let's check it out. There it is. That's a logistics module, in case you didn't know.
Carrier copies.
Where are my salvagers?
Secure us for move. Go for carrier.
I'm gonna move my
Position
carrier
mark. Take it.
because that seems like the sensible task.
What do you need?
So I haven't really picked up on this, but what exactly are the resources that you're gathering in this game? In the original Homeworld, it's space dust from asteroids and stuff.
CU's construction units and RU's resource units.
I guess they're sort of made out of those rocks, and they still use.
So
the
some of it
beams.
is like salvage. This is like metal, and this is like desert rock.
Salvage ready.
So you actually have different kinds of resources.
That is correct.
Send orders. CU's
Interesting.
identified.
That's new.
That is new. It's cutting edge. So we have this base runner.
Time's a wasting. Carrier.
Time is a wasting. Let's build light assault vehicle fabrication. That seems important.
And while you're doing that, I'm kind of curious because the two resource system kind of feels a little more like Sins of the Solar Empire or something like that. Is there a distinction between what the different kinds of materials are used for?
It seems to me
Like
that
advanced weaponry?
light attack vehicles don't require any of the blue unit. You know what I mean? I believe, yeah. So as you get like bigger, different vehicles, they require more of the blue. So the blue is sort of your crystal, if you will.
An artifact has been discovered. All ships
Right,
be
like
advised.
Sins,
Allied extraction team closing on target area. Hold the LZ.
With the Sins metaphor.
Screen for primary disassembly sections.
Construction resources exhausted. Allied forces have dropped an artifact.
Stop.
Engines, hold position.
Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked. Light attack vehicle in service.
Alright, so we're getting some light attack vehicles, which is good because we're about to
Light attack
die.
vehicle online.
One of the things we can do is sort of increase the capacity of our mothership here, our carrier, to attack. So now he's got some like guns. He's gonna shoot. We're shooting. Everyone's shooting.
Alert.
Shooting for days. We're gonna deploy a turret
Salvager under fire.
because we can, I guess. I don't know.
Listen up.
I'm kind of just making
When in
stuff
doubt, throw up a few emplacements.
up.
Ready. One of our turrets is taking fire. Support ready.
Is he shooting?
New coordinates verified. Hostile strike.
Yeah, that looks like he's shooting guns.
Hostile forces have recovered an artifact.
The captain. Be advised. Enemy support vehicle authenticated.
Hostile forces have recovered an artifact.
We've detected something. Can you confirm visual?
I kind of want to build like big things. I don't know how to do that. We're gonna build a fighter aircraft though. That's gonna be good.
Ooh, yeah. Air superiority.
Yes.
We have insufficient CUs.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of your insufficiency.
We read you.
Insufficientority.
Light attack vehicle online.
Operators CENTCOM.
Salvage ready.
Negative hostile contact.
This place is at CU.
Oh, look at that thing! It's shooting
Light
guns.
attack vehicle in service.
A turret is under fire. Light attack vehicle is under fire.
Launch probe. I love launching
Alert, turret
probes.
post destroyed.
Let's put the probe right over there. There he goes.
Light
Go
attack
probe,
vehicle
go.
Destroyed. Alert. Support craft has been engaged. Salvager has been engaged.
Aircraft. Oh, we don't have enough
Alert.
upgraded.
Salvager lost.
What? Salvager lost. You wimps. You can't get good help these days, you know?
Alert. Friendly taking
So that's one of my
hostile
favorite strategies in original Homeworld is to use my salvagers to kind of bring home like ants, like little ants. I send them off to capture dudes and brainwash them. Is that something that works in this game?
No, these guys are just wimps. No, these are your resource guys.
Okay, so they only gather resources.
I believe so.
Salvage or destroy.
They're dying too fast for me to really read their tooltips.
To find out.
Receiving. Salvager online.
Enemy contact sensors pronounced under fire. Go ahead. Reposition. One of our turrets is taking fire. We're ready for orders.
Yeah. I feel like we're winning, really, in the end.
Be advised. Allied craft destroyed.
Salvager online.
Advance to mark.
I think we have the most heart.
Attention.
We believe in ourselves the most, that's for sure.
Hostile designated. Mark bearing. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Allied
I like all the
craft
little
has been
chatter
engaged.
and stuff.
Provide fire support.
That was always like the best part of the Homeworld games, I'm gonna be honest. And it's still great here. It really is. They have continued to do a great job with the audio.
Position locked in.
And you can hear this rad music.
Make ready.
I don't know about you, but this really has me in the losing spirit. So, look, he's got his headlights on. Okay.
Make sure we
Look.
close it off. Don't
So-
leave anything behind.
So, quick couple things about this. So, I was just kind of looking up the developer of this game, Blackbird Interactive, which
A turret is under fire.
they were, and in fact, actually, they were formed by members of the original
We have eyes on an
Homeworld
artifact.
development
Stand
team in 2007. Boy, if I could spit it out. They were actually working on a game called Hardware Shipbreakers, which was
Yes.
then renamed to Homeworld Shipbreakers, and then it was announced later as Homeworld Deserts of Kharak.
That's right.
The music is also composed by Paul Ruskay, who was the composer of the original. And yeah, it looks like the pedigree of this game really is pretty legit. I know I had said at the beginning that I didn't think it was, but I'm just kind of looking at it in black and white here. These guys are definitely involved.
We do not have enough RUs.
Alert.
Yeah.
Friendly taking
So
hostile fire.
I actually recall when they announced this. Yes, it was
Hostile strike craft
sort of
down.
a spiritual successor when they first announced it. But this was all right around the time that Gearbox was purchasing the rights from the THQ sort of auction that was happening.
That's right.
In wake of their liquidation. So Gearbox picked up the Homeworld rights to that.
Strike fighter
And
ready for service.
yeah, we got some strike fighters now, so we're gonna make this happen. We're going to
Strike fighter
flex our air superiority muscle here and make them feel the pain. Here we go. Here we go.
Strike
Awesome.
copies.
So yeah,
I'm
so
noticing here that also the.
Enemy
Oh, sorry. Go
contact
ahead.
on
go, no.
The factions also do play differently. So they have distinct looks from one another, and they do function
armor on
differently.
approach.
For example, the Coalition, which is who you play, they
Who
make
I am right
extensive
now.
use of wheeled and tracked vehicles. Yep, heavy armor, deployable technologies like scanners, turrets, mines, and all of these factions they're referred to as kith. So in the Homeworld universe, the kith are sort of like the different tribes or the different houses, I guess you might say, that kind of make up your side, I guess, the good guys.
Yeah.
I suppose. So then there are Kith Galcian, who I'm not sure who you're fighting against right at this moment, but
Bad guys.
They use bad guys. Some of them use railguns and self-repairing technology, recovering things from the desert. They are described here as Mongol hordes. Sort of, they rely on mobility and probe for weaknesses before attacking. The Soban are another kith, another group, and their vehicles are nearly identical to the Coalition, but they use a lot more railguns, and the carrier and battlecruiser are equipped with special weapons over the standard heavy ones, and then the Tanef, who are the scavengers who sort of live out in the desert, are basically all about salvage. They use siege weapons, missiles, and explosive devices. And so they do kind of have different emphasis for each of the different factions that you can play as or play against.
Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation.
Fascinating. So we're gonna kill these guys because that's how we roll.
Ooh, I hope so.
Yes, get in there.
Hostile interceptor down.
Look how good we're doing!
Forces are attempting to extract an artifact.
Alert. Friendly taking hostile fire. Be
Kinda
advised,
working.
Allied craft down.
We're just gonna have to rely on our ally to do all the actual heavy lifting.
This is the captain. Tracking armored craft on approach. Be advised. Enemy support vehicle authenticated. Go ahead. Take him out.
Are they even able to... I don't even see them returning fire. Are they shooting us? Oh, I
I
guess
don't-
they sort of are, yeah.
Yeah.
Hostile forces are attempting to extract an artifact.
Not very well, at least.
Yeah.
This is a good strategy. Keep doing this.
Strike fighter ready for service.
They're reservicing a few.
We read you.
They read me. Good news, they read me.
Salvage your copies.
We read you.
Be advised. Allied craft destroyed.
Alright, so we're resurfacing everything.
Salvager online.
Make ready.
Let's get up and going. Come on, come on, come on. We're gonna attack this main group. I just pointed to my screen. You can't,
Salvager online.
you can't actually see it, but whatever.
The sensor
Fighter
post
forces
is taking
stopped
fire.
in.
Sensor post.
Attack course set. Alert. Sensor post lost. Allied craft has been engaged.
Whoa, look at my guys go!
Reporting.
They're attacking with fury.
Ready. Send.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Allied craft lost.
Hostile forces have recovered.
Here we go, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Missiles. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade. Bomber. We need bombers.
Hostile range craft destroyed.
I mean, I assume at some point the AI will start building anti-air, so we're probably doomed in the long run.
Interceptor taking hostile fire.
Oh, there it goes.
Start thinking of the next
Enemy
big
armor
thing.
disabled. Go ahead.
Hostile forces are attempting to extract an artifact.
So these guys are returning.
Op ready.
Maybe.
Be advised. Enemy support vehicle authenticated. Allied craft down.
Allied aircraft down, you wimps. Quit dying, you quitters.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Hostile armor incoming.
We are lacking some
We've got a
serious
salvage on
RUs. I want to say thank you for XX Romance XX for the subscription. So I appreciate that you enjoyed the stream. That's most excellent. We do this for our fans
Alert.
because
You're lost. Alert.
that's the only way
Recovered
we.
an artifact.
The
we-
mission failed.
Oh.
All ships fall back. Fall back.
That's the only way we, kind of continue on, because this amount of failure is really not good for the human soul.
That's true. That's true. It is your love that keeps us going. I think there's a song that was written about that.
Probably like hundreds of songs, let's be honest. I mean, they didn't show us... See, units destroyed. Look, we were the greatest. I just want to point that out to our viewers, that we were on a killing rampage. Yeah, so I think if there's any question on does this game hold up in terms of standard RTS challenge and skirmish, the answer is absolutely. You can see how terrible I am. That kind of shows that. The campaign, again, we didn't show the campaign, but it's very story-driven. The story sounds kind of interesting. It's maybe a little... I don't know, a little contrived, like you're like, oh yeah, some secret artifact in the desert, you gotta fight all the bad guys to get there, but come on, it's video games. It's pretty cool so far, the voice acting is top-notch, the sound is there. Honestly, it's the Homeworld series sound that just still is unparalleled in terms of just immersiveness with the chatter of the different units. And not just that they're making chatter, that it's like relevant. We've engaged the enemy. Oh, we're outgunned here. You can actually hear your guys dying in a miserable, overwhelming defeat. So
In agony. Yeah.
right.
So here's the question for you. Here's the universal question for these kinds of games. Do you play it in chronological order or in release order?
Oh, there is actually a package. A bundle deal, or at least during the last Steam sale, so I assume it's still active. You can go get both Homeworld Deserts of Kharak and Homeworld Remastered, which comes with Homeworld 1 and 2, unfortunately not Cataclysm.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. But you can get them all. Personally, for me, I'd say if you've never played Homeworld, well, I don't know, because I say go play the original Homeworld. Go play Homeworld 1 is the best of them. But Who was it? It was Legrand or Dale, or maybe both, that were trying to play it after having never played it, and they just could not get past the camera and the sort of movement system. So if you're used to playing RTSs, Supreme Commander, Total Annihilation, those style games, this will much more closely attune to that. So you'll probably be more comfortable moving units around on a sort of 2D plane, terrestrial battleground. But they're so good. They're all so good. So I don't know. That didn't actually answer your question at all.
No, but I mean, it's worth considering.
But I've given you
I've
given you data, and you can answer the question.
You could start with this and have the more. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Answer for yourselves. But I mean, I think you bring up a great point. It is a little bit more of a conventional camera, conventional viewpoint for this type of game, and it still has some of those, the zoom out, zoom in sort of thing, and you can eventually work up to something like that. On the other hand, those original games definitely stand on their own too. So
and the remasters
on where you're
are
from.
Really good. Gearbox did an amazing job with them. They really did. So they're definitely worth checking out and definitely worth picking up.
Very good, for sure. Absolutely.
So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This was a fun one. We kind of threw it together. I want to say last minute because it was completely last minute. But I'm glad we played this. I really am. This is probably one that went a little too under the radar for a lot of people. If you're a strategy fan, it's definitely worth checking out. So please do. We don't make money off any of this or anything, so we just enjoy good games. So check it out. Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. Thank you for checking out our stream. If you're watching on Twitch right now, you should go ahead and subscribe so you can see more of these awesome streams where we play awesome games. If you're watching us over on youtube.com/GameByteShow, subscribe, like our videos there, comment. We love to hear from our fans. Tell us how good you are and how bad we are. We hear that all the time. If you really want to tell us, though, head over to Twitter @GameByteShow, or you can find myself individually @Red_I.
You can find me @Jeremy_Lamont, or you can find the other two guys we mentioned. Legrand Jolly is @Legrand, LEGRANDE, and Dale Jones is @Count Elmdor.
That's right. We also do a audio podcast twice a week. Once for news, new releases, and a topic of our choice, not yours. I guess you could talk to us on Twitter and let us know a topic you want to talk about, and we might do it because we cater to our fans. And then the second episode in the week, games we've been playing. So things that we've checked out that we kind of liked, and things we liked about those games, different things we want to discuss, and et cetera, and so forth. So check that over at GameByteShow.com. You can find us on iTunes if you just search for Game Byte Show. Subscribe to us, hit up our RSS feed, download it weekly, tell your mother, tell your grandmother, tell your friends. Your friends might be more interested than your grandmother, but your grandma might like it.
You have a pretty cool grandmother, though, so you never know.
That's pretty rad. I mean, I wish my grandmother listened to our audio podcast. I'm actually kind of glad my grandma doesn't listen to my audio podcast, to be honest. So definitely check it out.
Oh, Jared, I can't believe you said that.
Deserts of who? GameByteShow.com, YouTube.com/GameByteShow, Twitch.tv/GameByteShow, @GameByteShow on Twitter. Thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you then.